Enwe one nine nwoke a na-akpọ Charles of Play. Charles of Play Network. Charles Okoronkwo.
Charles Okpaleke.
Sorry, Charles Okpaleke. Sorry. Onwe ihe ọ na-emecha and I'm seeing the attempt. You know, ọ na-try ka o reverberate the old stories. They're gonna Omelia with living in bondage. That was a success. Man, people are after all the success with Naked Pretty Serpent, Glamour Girls. They're gonna. What do you think about that adventure? If you know a missed priority, is there a better way for, because I all the call better with the funds and resources? Do you think no way one of them metacall no one meta man no way who need him just Ganiru?
Charles is a very innovative filmmaker and businessman. Continue to. Yes, Living in Bondage was a success. The other two, like they said, Adro as much successful as Living in Bondage, at least by reception of the audience. However, EM feel libuna on post na DJ platform some days ago. When writers, hundreds of writers are saying, I have fresh ideas, I have new ideas. DJ go and I say, let's remake what has been made. It's a good idea, and at the same time, not so good idea. Two things. One, it's a good idea because some of us who watch go with the film now draw with the quality of the film, the poor now have opportunity in the same storyline in a better, well-made, or should I say, better picture, right? But my problem with it is that now, the moment he may remake, and let me also point that currently now, Lancelot Odo Emerson is remaking Isakaba, Oshu to Chago, Honor in Post.
Okay.
And I'm afraid, because Lancelot, like I mentioned, somebody not respect very well. Because I will not want a Sakaba remake to come out and not meet up with the hype and the standard that we film in buying they take. I can just say because also somebody don't respect. I try to make a situation where
that would dent what his legacy.
Thank you. Someone like me, made that kind of film. I will remake.
Untouched.
Ọ ka mma na ndị mmadụ na-ekwu na-emegharị film akịta ọ ka mma na ndị mmadụ na-ekwu ya dan na njezije remake ya ọpụtara ọfụma ekpere m bụ ka ọpụta ọfụma because ọpụta ọfụma is still a good thing, right? But like, because that's like one of the biggest projects Omego.
Yes it is.
Then backtrack a bit based on nke Charles bido ya ọfụma, but ọ bụ na m bụ Charles may one or two nkupu, because by the time you bido mewe ihe, people will now start putting eyes. For me, like for instance, Glamour Girls, Glamour Girls, oh my God,
compared to what we saw,
exactly. Maybe because now I just anyo maka watch now I just anyo okay plus now I ain't got idea of filmmaking and content. Maybe, but apart from Living in Bondage, the other ones we go today.
Naked Pretty Serpent too. Let I go. Life on the character.
Yes.
So we expected that life from.
There was so many things. So for me, asim kwo nke beziokwu obo. Mase hapuzia remake for now. Me fresh ideas.
I want to go the
yes, the attention. Me fresh ideas. A drum, in my own opinion. Have remake me fresh ideas. Even Igodo may have walked some bunch of 7 people going into the bush to go and look for something, for knife.
As simple as that.
But now I don't know how people are going to receive it. All these Gen Zs, now what are these people doing?
Running around. Go that ultimate search.
Do you understand? So then, because you always say, honor them by read the room.
Yes.
You must know what is obtainable in today's world. Yes. Because each on the one in some of us with annual marker. because we're just seeing film, Nigerian film. I don't know Chinese and all Nigerian film just came on board. So we're enjoying everything.
Yeah,
my brother, he opened it through to us.
We received it.
We enjoyed it.
Yes.
It was so good seeing people like us, you know, na TV. Not in Dutch, when they read in a Wakarat, bush. Man, it's in Kita. Cake, I guess, fair. But someone like me now, bunch of 7 people running around the bush, getting killed by one unknown spirit, and then getting to one place and one person having to kill himself for the knife to be handed over to you. Now, is that what I want to watch on Netflix? It's a question. So it's important now. Will people receive it now? Will that are so happy? Remake. Some of them are Unchago. Some of them heart attack, bad government, Buchago. So
that no more even alive
to even watch that remake.
Let people now see their old fame.
Yes. The majority Gen Zs would they appreciate it? Ndi video we have video Hollywood, they are more immersed with Hollywood. So each do some assault each email and I can ask nah, what is this? What is a joke? This is a joke compared to a you know.
And then adding to what you're saying, apart from that, you know, now and we go the test board when it comes to if people on kiri and they go wide.
True.
The test board was the social media
and may go things. Everybody's in fast pace now.
Yeah, social media and we go independent filmmakers, content creators. And what people do is also to consume by watching. So for you to drag them away from there, Gafia, I'll give you an instant. You know, programs like Go the Ultimate Search, Mbopota, it was big. It was yeah. So when people are saying that it will come back, people were expecting. But if you saw that the comeback did not actually live up to the hype. Why? People had options.
True.
Why would I be watching people inside the bush looking for one thing like that? You get the idea? Look at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire that came back. It came back. It was that same thing that a Marvel does. But now, it couldn't again because how many people can even sit and watch TV when they have their phones?
Yes, true.
True. If on Omerozi of Makaisi were expect. Look at Big Brother. Big Brother at the time, no gidekwa. What they're doing now is that they are now involving social media boards
to keep it alive.
Yes. So they will still fight Gen Z and fight the test board.
Yes, the varieties of the test board. True.
Just like you said, Charles Play is actually he has actually
supposed to go I think next year, which is a cultural story.
Fresh.
I wish, yes, fresh. About this Abriba war dancers, the history behind it, the story around it. Which, if they do it well and it comes out well, it will rival the Jago you talked about. Because opposed to get some time ago, which is good. He's the kind of person they may expect, you know, to take ownership of what the Igbo films are.
The man's how far he actually goes to get some of these things. On a Ganata permission, villages and everything. Because I the potential is there.
Oh yeah, so it tells the story of our
project. But what do you have to say about him using somebody like Ramsey Noah to direct such Igbo themed movies?
Choice,
right?
Choice. Okay. Because at the end of the day, somebody like Sam Loco, until I'm all them no Igbo.
Yes.
Until
yes.
HM na Sam Loco bo Igbo. Until Mbon was a canon no Edo. So all choice. That's so for me, one of the issue with your choice of director, because at the end of the day, your director, because somebody gonna get work.
Yes.
Yes. It will. Yes. Like yesterday, when I come one director, the man I'm working ka osi nenye na-enye nsogbu. So ụfọdụ ndị in fact no one bigger producer then gbachagala maka na elikata ego na set ego nwoke agwụ ọrachi hang. So choice of director bụ onye ịchọ onye gị ga-arụ exactly ọfịazi arụ ịkpọta an Igbo interpreter dị na set or a cultural guide ọ na-asị ha ngwa mba unu mee otu ọ dị wrong. After all ịkpọ m kịta sị mbịa direct film na South Africa nsị na mama nje na ma bụrụ South Africa ịkpọgoro m kịta mbịa direct film Yoruba m ga-eji direct ya ọ Hausa m ga-direct kama nchọ language instructor mụ na ya nọrọ nna ka ya na-akpụ ya na Yoruba kwuo ya nsị ngwa kwuo ihe onye akwụ. Visual storytelling is visual storytelling. It's not verbal storytelling. It's visual. It's camera ka iji tell the story. And then performance is universal. Mmadụ na-ebe akwa na America, ị ga-ama na ọ na-ebe akwa. Ọ na-ebe akwa na Nigeria, ị ga-ama na ọ na-ebe akwa. Mmadụ chị ọchị na America, ị ga-ama na ọchị ka ọchị. Ọchị na Nigeria, ị ga-ama. So human expressions are universally acceptable. Are understood rather. Is universally understood. So whether me na achị ọchị, me na-ebe akwa, me na-agba ọsọ, me na ọdụ, ihe ọ bụla ime, people can understand your emotion. Onye akpata iji abụ ị na-enene Chinese film, ị da ihe a na-ekwu mana ị na-follow the story. So obviously ihe gbasara language and culture, you can choose to use a typical onye Igbo maọbụ onye Yoruba depending on the story to give you guide on. Come on now, for instance, na shoot film bụ let's say medical film, m ga-akpọ doctor ma ọ chọọ onye ọbụla ma maka that field na-ajụ ya ajụjụ because at the end of the day it's not my area and I don't want to exactly. So that all this. So I don't have issue with him choosing Ramsey no because at the end of the day onye ọdabara ya na ya. So enwekwa ike tomorrow ọfụ onye another director bụ onye Igbo ọ ga-adabara ya na ya ọ sị na ka je mee
Uche ka ikwugodi maka Igbo female film producers. Ị na-anya side ndị ofe mmanụ ị na-afụ ndị dịka let me say Lagos. Ị na-afụ Omoni Oboli. Ị na-afụ Funke ya na Tony Kita nọzi ka Messi na Ronaldo. Ị na-afụ Muabudu. Ị na-afụ Biodu Stevens. Kita Bimbo Ademoye now is at least onwe nke o produce kita gakwa afa that time and everything. Ka eme na ndị Igbo anyị ada enwe ụdị ha do na Destiny nwekwa ka o si bido now na afụkwa. Then there's one of my friend called Evan Okoro. Nke Adamaluku nnugo maka ya bụrụ nke mee ya gịta. So ka eme na ụmụ nwaanyị anyị ha denye nsogbu in this area. Ka enwe ndị ma mmụọ na-akpọrọ.
Well, ụfọdụ n'ime ha na-agbakọ mbọ like ụfọdụ mana all the few because everything comes down to here m na gị kpa branding. Ifu na ndị niile na-akpa afa kịta kedu ka esi mata ha maybe through social media, maybe through their works on online.
Controversy, maybe news,
maybe news, maybe all those. Some of them by self they produce. Imam mother self na they produce. You will not even know no the buy name no wine buy name a produce. So I think it's also a question of branding again. Well down to Yenkubu before branding, knowing to put yourself out there in the right nomenclature. Some of them actually even Destiny self. YouTube channel ya bụkwa Destiny TV mba o ji afi central name ya that's afi Igbo ya Chinemelo TV something like that.
I think I've seen Destiny Go TV.
Well, the thing is that what I'm here now check out at the end of the day. Well, the baba of them all marrying Joko all run by.
On
Lagos.
Anyway.
So some of them now bunny. But you are right. I ain't as much people because a lot of them more interested in acting than produce. Oh, get yourself. And again, the marketers. It take way of Mbawa because Mbawa an actor need produce film. You are in problem, and we can make abandon the ama music or also. Oh, get YouTube is everywhere or this democratizes content. Kama put us with their full chest me we film as in produce we film before he made film as an actor you might be delisted you might be blacklisted you might not they may not or less me may gina a marketer I run at the back or if you present there nobody will know not made the film do you understand like I'm Nankimo made such things and a lot of films Nkimo produced then only in the marketers you know he was a producer and films and down but only the marketers are marketing and half and the marketers so and a lot of people like that now Abraham made a film Aman Jaffa maybe for the fear of okay when you go produce film one ya produce bezen nke all kita for YouTube is here messing them so I think all kwanya will be here discourage if I may use that word for the buy no wine buy kwesi ne produce gas but even at that I can go some of them you know na bambo berobe.
Let's talk about your Coal City Film Festival. Imegia 4 or 3 times now? 4.
I need just give 5 by March next year.
I must give it to you. Last time I was
this year March
2024 album a resource person and then I was I had a marvel kiss where pull so many people down. I for the likes of Melvin Odua, I for the likes of Emeka Rolas, Shegu Arinze, Andy Amaneshi, Fidelis Koka, Duka, Kaz, Chidebere, Mark Collins, you know, Mr. China, and so many of them. Chimoterago, Kedu,
don't worry.
Yes, Aneke twins, you know, the script writer were Jared. Kedu, how were you able to Kedu Kisiemia independently? Kedu challenges sige emam ni ikutebe give one atrom kai do yanka because he made no good that last time you know I saw where you are going. Kedu because I'm ku Edo Film Festival and I see how government is adoyelon there. Or the governor self na abia de.
Governor na abia now. Governor because I make them training there for sometimes. Edo International Film Festival in fact on the government buhawa the kahan was there self. Because all our major in our sponsor, then with some partners and with some partnership organization. Well, for Coast Film Festival, my brother, like I told you, you will be able. Now, in another time of boss, you will I'm sick and buy name all these films. So, what any active film festival dinner buy? And I said, no man do possible. Now, get bidolili a film festival at least once in a year. Can some of these people bother that? Just the way I want Agbo. So that's how we started. Then over the years, I didn't want to get small sponsors, but at the end of the day, my pocket will be empty. Makana onye bu division makosa afia. As at the time, I can name me. I got it but I'm a maybe in Nigeria. You know the foresight, but I gain way a film village. Gotta accommodate, but more like a film studio. Accommodate shooting areas, the accommodations, a lot of things. The vision is massive, it's quite big. So for the 4 years now, I may go, yeah. Also this last time, March 2024, the government of the state is I were some, you know, some hotel rooms, you know, majorly, and then hall, you know, majorly you know, but the rest of every other thing, but in fact, not Chineke. I catch good in here. Because come on, say media self now. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Sometimes, after March, they got broke again. But any year that year can go. That's in man any other edition. I don't want to break it. Any year now free age me, I will stop.
It's okay.
So and God has been faithful because age me and happen. So I discourage I sometimes, which of course I not discourage my team, but no more. But na esi chani bubtera robodo. Ndi na be area more of ndị na-eri bụ ndị si esi abịa.
I saw it.
Ndị nọ n'ụlọ.
I saw it.
Some flimsy excuses.
I saw it.
Ana m esi ebe agbara plane gaa obodo oyibo for film festival. Ndị be anyị ga-eche ka idere ya leta tinye ọjị na ya, tinye nkwụ ọcha, tinye nkwụ oyibo, tinye ha ncha niile buru ka nkata bịa bunye ha. Si ya kpọrọ ya isi na sị ya nna m ukwu ekene gị ọ nne m ekene gị that praise them, worship them before they will come out for ihe ga-benefit kwa ha. So mana be that as it may, we have recorded some very, very good success stories because our target majorly abogodo ndị dị established. Abịakwa no problem, but our major target bụ ndị na-ebi nte to create platform for them so that the kind of content ha ga na-emezi abụrụ content that will be internationally accepted. Cancel wee gwa gị before no nwe onye sim that the content anyị na-eme here abụrụ content that is internationally accepted. So my happiness bụ na some of these children, some of these younger ones, some of these Gen Z filmmakers we got opportunity to be trained in that platform are happy with it. Have a lot of good testimonies. So on kawa nejugudu mo afọ. So forgetting the fact that Nandi so-called established are that fry on my problem.
Why Kenya men in Enugu state as a state cannot actually show that this and where you hear ibu this thing.
Well, for the new government, batacha 1 year ago, and that 1 year I will give it to him because the Commissioner of Culture and Tourism currently not on board now. Dame Ogochi, fantastic woman. She has been helpful. At least one of the first commissioner who wanted to write something.
What do you call that day?
Now, commissioner was there. At least that one jugudu mafo. Now a working commissioner. For the first time we had a square hole, a square peg in a square hole. That one my honor or my hocho. She's very proactive. Nke problem with nke pop. The government think pop. Because man culture think at least see I some room. Yes. For free. Yes. At least that's the way to start. And we get the next edition now. I said okay ngwa ego na ebudu unu need. I need the XYZ. We may man culture there because they started I have to go on a very good note.
Good note.
On keep up. If they proposal and they proposal. How this will film festival will build a city. Anyway, Cannes. Ngende man about Cannes. But all Cannes. Na France. Anyway, Venice. Anyway, Sundance. These are international film festivals. These towns they mention, but towns, villages, towns in a state, in a country. You don't know them for any other thing, if not for the film festival. So, because the film festival can actually build the state, and people will know the state for the festival, and will come to the state. Do you know? If you open Chiga cans now, and you go to your ticket, pay Kugo accommodation for 3 months before Cannes, you will not get any hotel in the whole of Cannes. You will not get
tourism, better tourism.
Exactly. So one of the biggest ways to attract tourists to the state, the festival. Oh, in Kagwam now, now. So I'm happy because when we do, now when was na when we go Imo, ndi Imo ebidogo, in fact, mad na bo ndi Imo na dog now. Imo Film Festival and Imo International Film Festival, 2 different people.
I get choose of food.
Ndi Abia, anukwam na ndi Abia now ebidogo kwa. So I'm happy.
To Southeast.
I'm happy because one thing again, my only worry hey when che not easy. Maka we my first edition. Maybe when the again to go very good. He may second.
Consistency.
Or call. When we go to call, don't abandon it. Consistency is the main thing. Because at the end of the day, he continue name me. and your standard, you keep raising it, one day that those stories in a expect Gabia.